Welcome back, everyone. I'm JayborinoPlays, and this is Brood's Wrath, a custom campaign for Starcraft 2. It's been a few days since I've played this. You can see the launcher's been updated. I know a few of the missions have been updated. The background's pretty cool with the giant stream of Brood units just running through the background. That's pretty neat. We got some Zerglings up here, too. I like it. Anyway, we're heading into Mission 2, Piece of Essence. Let's get started. First mission, very, very fun. Again, takes from some gameplay mechanics from Command & Conquer 3, I believe. Larva is a brood engineer, can take any structure and use them to train, defend, or reclaim structures important for the mission. Don't let your larva die before you use them. Okay, so in the last mission we could only use larva on Zerg structures, so unless we're fighting Zerg, I wonder if maybe now they're upgraded to the point where we can take control of Terran buildings or Protoss buildings or what have you. I don't know. That was the one thing I was slightly concerned about in the last mission. They only were useful for taking control of that Nidus, but I wonder if we're going to see some other reason to use them. I'm interested to see where this campaign goes. Just the first mission, the amount of gameplay changes from base StarCraft 2 is immense, and it makes it really, really cool. And I like how the units do less damage, so it makes it feel much more swarmy because you need more units. My dear minion, do you feel that? The power of Zerg Essence is near. We have to find it and collect. Our larva can infest Zerg nests with Essence, but she must be alive. You have to protect her at all costs. Okay, so we have Kalisa. We do not have our Town Hall. Infest Zerg nest. Kalisa must survive. Brood larva must survive. Okay, so here are our Brood Guardians. Swarm walkers are very useful on battlegrounds against infantry or air units. They can also use fungal growth. Okay, great. So let's just see what we've got here. Anti-infantry, which is the infestors. They are now swarm walkers, good against infantry and air, which, honestly, I think that means that they're going to kind of replace the... I don't remember what any of what the units were called, but the brood troopers, I think, from the first mission. Larva is a brood engineer, can take control of Zerg structures. All right. Banelings, very useful against large armies or towers. Kalisa spawns 6 banelings with timed life. Cool. Oh, nice. So now she's got spawn banelings on top of the shockwave, plus the fast transfuse. So we've got these swarm walkers, which can fungal growth and do normal attacks against light and hover. So these are just a direct upgrade over those brood, those little the brood troopers, I believe. So this thing needs to stay alive at all costs. So we're going to keep that kind of behind us, and I assume we're going to be taking control of a Zerg base, which is pretty neat. So as long as we lead with the Ultralisks and the Aberrations, I understand I call them Abominations a lot. I get them confused with the Warcraft 3 Stitches unit. Okay, let's get going. So those Zerglings are going to be kind of forfeit, but that's okay. Let's see what we can make happen here. We got to get down there and take control of that base. No enemies yet, just random critters. Larva come bring up the rear. I don't understand the suicide ability if we're ever going to need that.
What the hell are these things?
Those fools will suffer for every second on this planet. Those infestors, the attacks they do, that is like a huge... Look at that! Oh, that's so cool! It's kind of like the Leviathan attack. You know how it shoots out those little things out, and then they shoot out and then land. That's a really cool attack. That's really neat. Explosive barrels. Destroy explosive barrels to deal massive damage to nearby units or structures. Be careful, only ranged units should destroy them. Okay, let's keep moving up the larva. I'm just being very, very careful with that. Alright, get in there. I didn't see any explosive barrels, but that's okay. I want to keep the Aberrations alive. I want to keep the Brood Guardians alive, just because I don't think you can make Aberrations or Brood Guardians, or we couldn't in the last mission. Maybe we will now. I like these Swarm Walkers. I just like how they shoot like 6 attacks for 7 damage each. Wow, that's so good. Yeah, we're never making those swarm or those brood troopers again. Considering how good these things are, they're probably really expensive. Anyway, Kalisa attacked the explosive barrel. Cool. Okay. Wow, that does a lot of damage, enough to destroy a bunker. That's crazy. Run, Zergling. You don't need to die today. Their poor lives are extinguished forever. It's very rude of you, Kalisa. You don't have to brag about it. I mean, we're murdering these people. Just kidding. They're Zerg. Whatever. All right, get in there. And we're going to move this Aberration away. And Kalisa doing huge damage to some of these units. What is this right here? A townhouse? Why do we care about that? About the townhouse? We do have a heal here, so let's pick this up. Can we pick it up with the... Yes, okay. So we can pick it up on individual units. Did I lose a Brood Guardian? What? Yeah, I lost several units in this attack. I lost a Brood Guardian, unfortunately. Let's move on up with the larva. And we'll just be wiping out everything on our way. So these Swarm Walkers do not do very much damage to buildings, but the fungal growth reveals cloaked and bro. So it's normal fungal growth. It doesn't do damage to buildings or anything like that. So what I'm thinking of, I knew something does good damage against buildings. It's Banelings, it said, do good damage against turrets and things like that. So yeah, we lost a lot of stuff here. That's okay, though. We just need to make it to the end. Join me, my children. And what did we get? We got some more aberrations. Wow, this is good. We got some of the roaches or devourers. It's hard for me to remember all the names. This is great, though. So we've got some more anti-armor, some more aberrations. Murder these people. Actually, you know what? No, they get to live. The Brood is different than Zerg, all right? We sometimes will let people live. I don't know why. Never mind. We'll go and murder those. Nah, it's just a waste of time. I'm not going to murder them. It's not because I'm benevolent or anything like that. So we're just destroying these. I'll check the other side, too. We want to go both ways. Maybe I should have left that side open. I have to be really careful not to accidentally hit C and suicide this thing. All right, murder these. Kalisa doing 25 against these. I assume these are considered armored. Yeah, that's really good. So I assume that this is the way we want to go because we have to get through to the Zerg nest. Actually, no, there's just minerals over here. This is fine, actually. We'll pick all these up. I wonder if I've missed anything on the way. I want to make sure we pick up all that kind of stuff. Doesn't really look that there were many other ways to go. That's good, though. I mean, picking up money here and there. Very, very useful. There's nothing down there that looks like it's closed off. Let's continue. All right, larva, you're just going to, again, bringing up the rear. You only have 75 health. I don't want to waste you. I see barrels up there, so Kalisa, hit those. That should do a chain reaction. That's both of them. Wow, look at how much damage she does. That's crazy good. Let's get in there. Oh, you know what? I forgot that I can spawn Banelings. I should have done that in that previous area where I lost a bunch of stuff. Granted, I am on hard, but it seems like this is kind of it's meant to not be like horribly challenging. I don't want to say it's not challenging, but it's fun. It's very, very fun. Even on hard mode. Oh my god, you stupid Brood Guardian. I was trying to move him away at the last second there. There is a tank up there. I think I want to lead with Kalisa. I just need to be using her abilities to do this properly. Larva, move up. Let's get up there and spawn Banelings on top of it. Do I have enough energy? I do. So let's do this. Destroy that. And cool. I see a Warhound up there. I don't like that. She's not looking good on energy. She gets more energy back if she's burrowed, I believe. Yeah, the queen. When Kalisa's burrowed, increases her health and energy regen. That's cool. Okay, I haven't really seen a good use for fungal growth yet. Keep moving this little guy up. Maybe we'll get some more units as we attack in. Ooh, that's a predator. Interesting. That does AoE damage, so maybe we can fungal growth it if we find a use for it. I noticed that these things only have 100 energy. Oh my god, that just seems so good. Just those. I wonder if that does area of effect damage. It's hard to tell. All right, now turn and get in there on the Warhound. Kalisa, I want you to heal people up. Looking good. Obviously, I could have been playing this much, much better, but now I have to be a little more cautious because I didn't use the Banelings when I should have. Okay, we got Thor. Let's see if we can kill this without losing anything. We did. So Kalisa, just keep healing up my things. Oh my god, that I never realized the towering can walk over smaller units. The Rampart Transfusion is so good, plus it's only 15 energy. Anyway, let's continue. It seems like this is a micro map, so that's why I'm a little concerned.
We got Zerg on our asses.
Kalisa, I want you to destroy the barrel. All right, we're gonna hockey her to 2. That's the thing. I've had my things die accidentally because they've destroyed the barrels, so I have to be kind of careful of that. Let's see if we can go around here, and yes, so we can go around here. Kalisa, move on up, hit the barrel. I have to just be really, really safe with these barrels. Just kill the tank. She takes She doesn't have like hardened like the equivalent of hardened shields or anything, does she? She just is really beefy. That's all. So let's just wait. I want my units to recover a little bit. Now we can get in there. All right, engineer or larva, move on up. And more barrels. Just got to be real careful with the barrels. So larva, Kalisa, hit this. I don't have enough energy for banelings, which makes sense because the rapid transfusion's on autocast, so that's okay. We can probably just go. I should have been tanking with Kalisa earlier. Plus, I mean, she has faster health regen when she's underground. This is just such a unique campaign. I love it. Okay, I should have focused on hitting the Marines with my infestors because they do way better damage against those. I realize now that if maybe can I destroy these huts? No, I can't. I was wondering if maybe I could get minerals from them or something like that. So nothing there, nothing there, nothing over here. Like they show up as things on the map, so I wonder if I can destroy them and get minerals for later in the mission or something like that. The gate is closed. We have to find another way to break through. Okay. And looks like maybe we can walk through this cave to take me somewhere else. Let's just look around and see what we've got here. And I can always back out if necessary. This just looks like it's just going to be a gate. Kill this tank. Looks like we're going to come up here. But that tank would have shot me once I got around, so it was good of me to, I guess, come down here and check that out first. Then we can walk through this this underground tunnel, which theoretically would bring me out up here. So let's check this out. Just get in there, guys. Murder them. So these things, they do good against light. So technically infantry, I suppose. All right, get on in there. I mean, Marauders are infantry, and I don't think we're going to be doing increased damage against them because they're not light. Okay, so you guys hang out. Kalisa, go ahead and burrow and get some of your energy back. We will scout with my other units, and we'll see what we've got here. So we are going around now. No, okay, back out. Never mind. I take it back. Roach, or Swarmwalker, that's fine. Go ahead and hit this barrel. You got a ranged attack. Got him. That did get it, right? Okay, no. Back out, man. Those turrets are real beefy. Use rapid transfusion. Yeah, on that poor guy. Destroy this. 50 life or energy over time. I was wondering how that worked. It's over time. Okay, so destroy the auto turret. Man, those auto turrets are so beefy. Got it. And where's my larva? Okay, looking good. Okay, and Kalisa can cast it on herself too. That's good. And I mean, normal queens can cast transfuse on themselves as well. I mean, I could fungal growth, but there's no reason to. I just destroy these things so quickly. That's the thing. There's a lot of overlapping uses here. Like, fungal growth is good, but I mean, their normal attack is so good against light as it is. Not sure what counts as hover. I mean, vultures, as far as I know, are the only thing that are considered hover. So I don't fully understand why hover is discluded. No. Let's get Kalisa out. Kill this thing. Get in on this asshole. All right, look out, larva. Yeah, we wanted Kalisa to be taking the hits for the most part against that thing. We haven't really lost anything since that disastrous first area, but we're getting very, very close to where we need to infest. Moving on this guy. Nice. The aberrations, I think, are providing a lot of damage, which is fantastic. Yeah, 40 versus armor. That's fantastic. All right, Kalisa, you're getting some health back. Getting some energy back. We can afford to leave you underground for a little bit while we continue. And generator. Maybe that'll open the gates or something? I don't really know. Okay. Wipe this thing, and what is this going to open? This is going to do something, I assume, right? Good job, minions. We are so close to the Zerg Essence. Okay, yeah, that's going to open the gate, because there's no other way to go here. There's the Zerg nest, I assume. Kalisa, doing a good job staying burrowed. Now we're going to go back. We're going to backtrack. We're going to go through this little tunnel, I suppose. We could probably get Kalisa out. She'll transfuse herself anyway. We'll walk our way back so that we can go through this gate now. And I destroyed the tank, so I don't have to worry about it again. We haven't gotten any other units for quite some time, actually. All right. Is anybody stuck? Nope. Looking good. All right. So I guess if I would have kept my original Zerglings on like a hotkey or something, that would have been really helpful, but not really necessary. Get on in there. The Zerglings are better versus infantry as well. So, I mean, they're good at, like, soaking up shots from Marauders, but other than that, I don't really see the Zerglings or the Brood Troopers being that great because they're constantly going to be overshadowed by these Swarmwalkers, though I assume the Swarmwalkers are going to be very expensive. Okay. Let's get this Brood Guardian up in the front. I'm sad that I lost 2 other ones. Didn't I get... I had 3 and I lost 2. Pretty sure, which is not good, but... Oh well. I'm not a crack player, but I should be able to complete the mission. We'll see. Okay, so kill this thing. Wow, he's focusing my lower health units. The attacks that those Swarmwalkers do looks like it'd be doing so much more damage. So 3 damage times 6. Actually, they're doing 18 damage versus armored, or anything that's not light hover, actually. That's not bad. That's still pretty darn good. I do like the doodadding. I like all the destroyed buildings and things like that. Here's the Zerg Essence, or the Zerg Nest, so let's go ahead and take it. Get it? Take it? Okay, there we go. Looking good. So what is this going to let us do? How dare these worms to steal my essence? Nobody will touch it except me. Minions, prepare my army. It's time to kill all of these vermin. Broodmother Kalisa, I like your style. She's just no nonsense, let me tell you. Also, she's a really good hero. Still a little sad that I didn't use spawn banelings when I should have. What is this Zerg Essence going to get me, though? I'm still... Okay, now we have a Brood Crawler. And give me some more units. Yes! Now, my Brood, show them the rage of our race. I'm enraged! I'm sad that the Nidus Worms die. Okay, so we can get going here. Spore Launcher and Advanced Reactor. Without a doubt, the most versatile advanced base defense in the game against air units. Supply structure can be upgraded from the reactor. Okay, so we get a few macro upgrades here. Well, we can get another drone, too. And one thing I like about this... I have to remember exactly what to do here. So here's my advanced reactor, is you get more supply from your reactors, and really just building things in general seems to just happen faster, which is great, because you can build multiple things. So I can get 2 of the spawning portals right away, and we're in real good shape. So it looks like I lost my other units that I had, so that's... I don't feel as stupid, basically, because I don't have to worry too much about... oh, if I lost too much at the beginning, it doesn't matter. I do really love the disintegrators. Ooh, and we can make aberrations now, too. And it's good against armored. That's going to be great. There's the Brood Troopers, which I would rather make the... I already forget what they're called. Infestors? They're Swarmwalkers. We can also make Banelings, which I assume more from Zerglings. I also really want to make... Where is it? Growth Accelerator. There we go, because we need to make sure that these minerals can be mined quickly. And in the meantime, let's just go ahead and hotkey these things and make a few disintegrators, and we'll see what they come and attack me with. Really want to get to the point where we can make aberrations. Disintegrators, really, they're like 75% of the cost of aberrations, so it seems like aberrations would be the way to go. We would need some of those Brood Troopers for anti-air. Granted, we've got these Spore Launchers too, so I have to get the hotkeys down. So B, and then P is defensive structures. Okay, we need a Stasis Chamber. Get in there, Kalisa. All right, so we're going to certainly need more. We're going to certainly need more. Can the Shockwave hit air? Let's give it a shot. It can, and it stuns a little bit, so that was worth it. We need bigger groups of those Spore somethings, but first we need a Stasis Chamber, and we need a Nerve Center for upgrades. So the Stasis Chamber, I don't know, it looks like it's a Baneling nest. Maybe it'll let me morph Banelings. In fact, let's make a Zergling. Well, it's not going to be done in time, but let's get a few Zerglings so that we can morph them into Banelings. Oh, Metabolic Boost. That's great. We'll get a couple of those. Well, I don't know if I don't know how necessary Metabolic Boost is, honestly. Let's get Carapace. And now that we have our Nerve Center, I'm going to get more drones because we really need to focus on harvesting. I don't know what the optimal amount of drones is. No idea. Let's see, B. I can make another extractor over here for optimal harvesting, so let's do that. You guys get in there. Decent amount of stuff here. Drop those Banelings right in the middle. Use a Shockwave. Okay, look out. Yeah, they're hitting Kalisa, which I like. These attacks are pretty large. I'm gonna have to actually be focused here and not get myself murdered. So, still learning the hotkeys. We want to get the Roaches too. The Roach is pretty darn good. With Metabolic Boost, I think my Raptorlings will be great against tanks. We need to get... Where is it? Where are the reactors? Oh, it's just It's R. I kept thinking that's a hatchery, so. Nice thing here is that we can make a few and then upgrade them later, because I think the question is how much more are we going to get. So reactors are 150, and for 200 we can save space. So let's see here. So we're upgrading one. We've got 40 out of 100. It says it provides 35. So let's see if this is really cost effective or not. Did I... Yeah, I mean, I think so. I mean, saving space seems pretty necessary. Now we can get some abominations. Really need to get more, Okay, attacks are heating up here. Kalisa, I need you to get up here and murder these things. Don't think well, let's see. Oh, Kalisa's gonna die. Burrow! Get in there, abominations. We need to build... What do we need to build? Build a spore launcher here. Build another spore launcher. Actually, build a spine crawler. Build some Zerglings. Come on, spore launcher. And we need to revive Kalisa. Oh, she's still alive. She's just underground. Let's unburrow her. Distract them just for a second. Come on, spore launcher. I think we've lost this attempt. Okay, we're back here now. I'm going to go ahead and throw down a save so that I don't have to play that again in case I lose. And I was spending so much time showing things off that I lost. So I'm going to get my second extractor first. I'm going to... What else am I going to do? I have to make spawning portals. Or at least 2 of them, and then I'm going to make a nerve center. And then everything else I think we're restricted on. Oh, and then I'll get my growth accelerator. These are all things I think that are pretty necessary pretty early. We get a second drone. So we have 4 drones now. You guys just rally on over here. I don't know, again, getting the double extractors, I don't know how worthwhile that is. Anyway, we don't have much money, so I have to be a little more diligent this time. I will get 2 or 3 more spore launchers. The question is, how expensive are they? What do we need to make them? We need a Stasis Chamber, which is the Baneling nest. Well, no, it's the Stasis Chamber, technically. I like that we don't have to worry about gas. I'm pretty happy about that. It's just it makes the macro a little easier. Not as much to keep track of. You get so much money returned from these drones. It's awesome. Accelerator lets mineral fields grow in a target place. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so upgrades happening. I'm not going to bother with metabolic boost. I need to save my money. And I'll get a couple disintegrators to keep in the back. And then aberrations. And then we're going to get a few more of these. Kill this person. No, you don't want to? Murder him. Can I not? I can't kill him. Wow, Kalisa really is benevolent. Okay, so we have some disintegrators. You know what? Brood troopers, I take everything back because I can't build those infestors yet. I did not want to do that. Burrow again, please. I need to make more of these spore launchers because, oh god, I did it again. That's where the build button normally is. Okay, this is okay. This will be okay. And everything's still inside the power radius. Here they come. Let's drop those banelings right on them. Nice, that worked. Get in there, Kalisa. And I'm going to hit him with the shockwave. They attacked me with a pretty powerful ground army before I really had time to do anything else. We'll get more disintegrators. We need abominations. And yeah, the attacks are pretty challenging to deal with. We'll keep these guys over here to help me with defense. And P, and then more spine crawlers. B, P, C, and then B, P, R for more of those spore launchers. Meanwhile, the brood trooper should help. Okay, Kalisa, get in. Brood troopers are going to help. Yeah, see, the brood trooper is very, very useful there. Another thing I think I can do, yeah, in Command & Conquer is you can repair your structures while they're still building. So I need to get at least another spore launcher. Those spore launchers, they don't do great damage. It might be more worthwhile just to make more of these brood troopers. I mean, they all die pretty quick. So, aberrations, excuse me. And, so what do I need to make? Here they come again. Here. Drop the banelings. Oh, I don't have enough for banelings. It's okay. My spine crawler is actually being really, really, really helpful. My disintegrator's dying. I just don't have the money really to do anything else. All right, get in there, Kalisa. Okay, we're okay. We're alive. I'm going to uproot you, and I'm going to move you to the back. And really, it's just saving money. We're making aberrations. We're going to get some disintegrators for behind them and a couple brood troopers. And I need to continue with my economy, which is probably a brood warren, I assume, which is where I'm probably going to make advanced level stuff, probably where you make the infestors. Infestors would probably be really, really useful. Khaleesi, you have to burrow. So I could try repairing. I don't want to use my money, though, and I don't know how much it would repair. It just says Broodcrawler repairs selected structure, so I don't know how good or bad that is. Get a few more Brood Troopers. I was talking shit about them before, but I'm going to need them for now until I can get... Never mind, now we can make the Swarm Walkers. Let's turn that on. Khaleesi, unburrow. Get up here and drop the Banelings. And, yeah, getting things to fungal growth will be really, really helpful, because I think that does pretty good damage against armored stuff. Because these attacks are pretty large that they're sending at us. We're just going to get slowly whittled away until we can really get up there. We're going to need more reactors. So we get 2 more of those. And I really think I just need more abominations. Khaleesi, get on up here. Aberrations, son of a bitch. Okay, not bad. We're going to need a larger group of these spore launchers so that when we attack, we're still in good shape. Really, it's just getting enough money, so getting more drones, I think, is what is going to help the most. So let's do that. We just need to stay alive until then. And I would love to get a Swarm Walker, at least 1. And then, yeah, Broodcrawler eventually, I assume. Devourers. I mean, these will all be very, very helpful. I need more buildings. If I had enough money, I would just churn out all sorts of stuff, but I do not have the money that I need. Okay, they're attacking again. Get on up here. I want you to fungal growth this group. Good work. And I realize that the animation that it's using when it shoots is actually, it's launching Banelings. Like, they don't look like Banelings, but when they land, they make the noise of Banelings blowing up. So I'm pretty sure that's what that is. All right, you look out. Man, we lose a lot of stuff. It might be more worth it to get a larger group of smaller units. Tanks are scary. I should wait for them to move in so that my spine crawlers can actually attack them too. So we've got some cash now. Let's hotkey this stuff. We want to make disintegrators and aberrations, and here we want to make roaches. Maybe even another swarm walker. We can leave the brood troopers at home to defend against those banshees. Meanwhile, we can take our swarm walkers with us because they do great AoE damage against marines and such. So we can just let them auto attack, and we'll be in just fine shape. So Khaleesi, where are you? Did Khaleesi die? She is dead, so we got to revive her. You have to. It doesn't cost money, but you have to do it. Okay, and because of the energy restrictions on fungal growth, I think I'm going to need more of these swarm walkers. Wow, the attacks are just constant. All right, get on up here. Fungal growth again. Get in there. So yeah, I can see now why hard mode is hard. So I think these what are they called? Disintegrators are really good against Thors. Thor's really good against single target stuff, but when you have a lot of those disintegrators, they'll kill them, but they're not very good at it just because there's so many. All right, so let's try repairing. Khaleesi's back. Okay, so that happens very quick. It's just, do you want to spend your money? So let's get more disintegrators, a couple more aberrations and disintegrators, and that's pretty much most of our money. I really want to push out here pretty soon because we have to... I mean, the attacks are challenging to deal with. Getting a couple Devourers, they're very well rounded. So let's do that. I have a good amount of drones mining. More would probably be prudent. I'll get more, but they're expensive. They're expensive to build. All right, we're okay, though, I think. Getting Zerglings could also be helpful. Here they come again. Let's drop the Banelings in the back. Nice. And let's just wait for them to move up. This is a ramp. That's why the tanks have to move up onto the ramp to actually hurt me. Okay, so let's get in on this. The tanks hurt my disintegrators, but my disintegrators are really good against Thor, so that's why you need aberrations in the front to take some damage. I'm going to get a few more of these spore launchers. You hear mineral field depleted, but I don't think it matters very much. Let's upgrade these reactors due to space. In fact, I'll get a 5th one right here that we will upgrade. Now I think our our income is pretty good. The thing is running out of money, but our growth accelerator should hopefully offset that a little bit. Let's get some Zerglings. We can get... I mean, we can get metabolic boost, but that just means they're going to run ahead of everything. Why is this still researching? Is this... It's out of range of my power source. That's why. What a waste. I really need those upgrades. So let's scoot this thing down just the tiniest bit. Like right there. That should power everything still. I think. I hope so. This might not be in range. Let's see. Looks like everything's covered still. Now that this is powered, it will keep going for me. All right, get in there. Brood Troopers, I need you to hit the air units instead. Raptorlings being helpful. Raptorlings also really, really good against Thors. Okay, great. So now we're really looking good. We're going to queue up a bunch of roaches. I'm going to get more roach warrens. Did I lose my swarm walkers? I think I did, so let's get a few more of those. And we're still making Zerglings here. I want more disintegrators. I think disintegrators are kind of like the very base anti-armor unit. Well, I don't know. Let's see. 180 for disintegrators, 175 for Devourers are cheaper. They do less damage against armored, but are more well-rounded. If we move out now, we'll probably run into them as they come and attack me, which is not a bad thing. Let's go see if we can find an expansion, actually. They're probably going to be coming again, because they do attack very, very frequently. This is the broken bridge, right? Oh, there's some minerals over here, though, that I'm glad I found. Let's head on up here. When they come and attack me again, we'll just flank them. It'll be funny. You stay here. Yeah, just like this. The tank, again, because the tanks have to move up the ramp, they can't siege on the ground, on the low ground, which is fantastic. Oh my god, these disintegrators just melt this stuff. All right, we've spiraled out of control, which is exactly what needed to happen. So let's we'll get a couple brood troopers to bring with us in case we need anti-air. Though no, you know what? We'll leave those at home. Though granted, we could leave brood troopers at home or leave like 1 or 2 swarm walkers at home. That's all we would need to do. Let's just make a bunch of roaches, or excuse me, devourers. We'll move on up, and aberrations as well. So let's move up. See where to go. See if there's an expansion. See if or just see if we can wipe some production off the map to stop them from attacking me so vigorously. Because we are going to have to back up and defend our base, because they attack with a lot of stuff. Let's just see if we can uncover as much of the map as possible. They're already coming again. Reapers. All right, so that high ground is where we need to go next. Actually, no, they were attacking me with... This is their next ground attack. They were attacking me with Banshees, actually. So let's attack into this. Gonna lose some stuff. The Zerglings helping a lot. They're stopping my aberrations. The aberrations are twofold. They're very good offensively. Zerglings are more good just to take the hits from the big units, honestly. That's just my opinion, though. So no other base. What I can do, build... Well, we need reactors, so let's build those. Just all over the place. And then I want to make another spawning something. This can get upgraded. This can get upgraded. I'm surprised at how well I've picked up the hotkeys. See, if I don't let myself get into a bad habit of not using hotkeys, then I can do pretty well at getting better at using them. Okay, so again, these brood troopers are going to get left at home. What we can also do is build another one of those, and we should be in good shape with these brood troopers at home too. They're going to be attacking me again. It's like you have to move very, very fast, and I'll keep this in mind for future missions. The attacks are much, much more challenging than they were in the first mission, so I have to be a lot more careful with like just getting built up very, very fast. So just got to keep that in mind. Brood troopers, that's not where you want to be. We have to run through this gauntlet, unfortunately. I can't see up here. I have nothing. I have no flying units, nothing. I do have brood troopers with me to kill these banshees, though. I want to get through here because that bunker up there is killing me. All right, good job, brood troopers. You're doing a good job. Move over here, and I want you to fungal growth this group of banshees. Fungal growth this group of banshees. Still waiting for you to do it. Okay, there you go. You got it. All right, my groups of units doing a good job. They're starting to spread out, though. I want everyone to clump up over here. We're gonna take out their production just from right to left. This is where all that stuff is being built from, and they have tech reactors. That's why they can build so quickly to come at me. So we've already taken out one factory. We take out the other one, and the threat is pretty much removed, though we are going to need probably some brood troopers, or actually no, we've got these swarm walkers to defend us from air. We do have a couple brood troopers too. So come on over here. And Kalisa, I want you to hit the command center. Yeah, these things are pretty good against air. Everyone get over here and hit the planetary fortress. Anti-air forces, hit the Banshee. Hit the Banshee. Okay, there we go. And what I should have done way in advance is make another brood crawler to get up there. Actually, this is the edge of the map, so it doesn't matter. I'm not going to worry about wiping all of this. No, it's actually destroy Terran base, so maybe we do have to wipe everything. This is just the marker on the map saying where the Essence was taken to. Cool. Okay. Well, it looks like we did it. Very, very fun. Again, the beginning is challenging. That was pretty tough to deal with those initial attacks. They come very, very, very frequently. I would almost... It's like a tug-of-war map in the sense... But, I mean, you can control your side. That's the difference. But, like, that's how frequently they were sending waves. It felt like a tug-of-war map. And with how fast that you can pump out units and how fast you can build buildings and such, it feels the same way for the brute side as well. Let's move up here. We do have to destroy everything. Alright, let's just murder this. I could drop banelings on it, but I think we'll be fine. We lost most of our disintegrators. I'll just build more and rally them up, but not that necessary. God, these things have so much health. Alright, cool. Gotta destroy all this. Let's go get this bunker so that anything that's going to rally up will be okay. Brood troopers, just in case they have some sort of like random Banshee attack, though. I'm pretty sure we're mostly done with this. I'm glad there are only 2 Marauders in this bunker, so they didn't cause me too much of a problem. What I don't have are really good anti-building stuff right now. The Roaches aren't bad. The Swarmwalkers and the Brood Troopers are terrible, but the Disintegrators are really good against buildings. The Zerg Essence is mine, and 2 left for my ultimate weapon. The Dominion can't stop me. No one can. Kalisa, you are so fly. If you live close to me, I'd take you out. That was a fun mission. I liked it quite a bit. This is just expanding more and more on some really, really fun things. Remember, my minion, the true power is based on the army and how strong you are. If you are weak, you will die. If you are strong, everyone will follow you. Those are wise words, Kalisa. I assume that's the end, but it might not be. And... okay, yeah, that was it. We're going back to the launch now. Yeah, so quick retrospective. I like the beginning because it's more of a micro mission. It introduces you to some of the new units, which is good, and it gives you a chance to really understand what each unit does in case the first mission you didn't really get it. One thing I didn't do well at that mission was upgrade because my nerve center was not powered properly because I moved my stupid brood crawler. It's not stupid, but it's stupid because it wasn't powering my nerve center. That's why it's stupid. That was my problem. So here we come out of the ground, and we're going to see all this stuff flooding through. That's awesome. I wonder if we're ever going to have the opportunity to build banelings. Those banelings actually look large, like larger than normal banelings, because they're like almost half the size of the Ultralisks. Those are pretty big. What are those things in the back, too? Look at those things like behind everything by the aberrations. Those look like interesting units, too. I'm excited. I'm excited to see what else. This campaign is just so unique. Just a huge shout out to the map maker. Done such a good job, and he's worked very, very fast. He put out the first mission, and then he's like, oh, you want to play this? You know, put it on your channel. I'd love to see a playthrough. And I said, yeah, I'll get to it eventually. And then, like a week later, he's like, hey, I'm pretty much done with the campaign. Considering how everything is unique in this map, everything is custom, and how fast he put this out is really, really impressive. So 2 thumbs up, and I have a fun time playing it too, and I'll make sure to use saves when I transition into macro parts because I don't want to replay beginnings of maps. That was my own fault, though. All right, this has been Jay Borino. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye now.